I often wonder, do I let my fandom get in the way of like something that's, and I pride myself in, no, if something's not good, it's not good.
I only started watching it after I knew it was canceled because I wasn't going to turn it on until they were all out because I don't like to wait.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it and I think I was kind of waiting for that terrible thing to be like, that's why they're canceling it. Welcome to Overanalyze with Dom and Kyla.
Hello.
Yes, we are so excited for this episode. So Dominic Torres.
That's me.
The whole reason we're recording this episode.
And why is that?
We just found out that And Just Like That is being canceled at the end of season 3.
I can't even.
This is the spinoff second part of Sex and the City. Dom and I, when we first met at this old job, we immediately started quoting the show to each other and then quoting movies and all kinds of things. And that's how we were like, we've always overanalyzed. We've always been obsessed and fangirl. Let's do a show about it. So I'm only watching this show. We're only recording this specific episode because of you. Because I don't watch shows until they've had 3 seasons. So I would have never watched this.
I think that's so interesting. You have always said that. I think that's so interesting.
I don't know.
I get it to a certain extent, but I have to be consumed in it if I... But it's probably, but I'm heartbroken. So what your whole point to it actually is valid because now I'm literally trying to mourn this sadness that I have.
I watched my husband watch some show and he's obsessed and he's just like, oh my God, so funny, so this, so that. And then where's the next one? Canceled. What was that? Such a waste of time. I think I'm just too efficient to be like, I'm not going to watch it until I know. And to prove my point, 3 seasons and they're not finishing it, so I would have never wasted the time in watching it.
You know, that is so funny. I'm like, could you literally say 3 seasons? This is the 3rd season. There's
something about that, and I've never looked into it, but for me personally, I just feel like you kind of get to flesh out the characters more.
Well, maybe that is true because I have said this about it just like that. I said this to you before you learned that it was going to be, they're ending it. I said, this is the 1st season. Out of all of it, we're seeing character development now.
Because you watched the whole thing.
Oh, I watched. So, fun fact, I've already watched the full series finale, everything. Kyla has not yet.
I've watched season 3, episodes 1 through 6.
1 through 6.
And so, yeah.
But you learn, like, the characters, as in terms of season 3, are much more developed or on this trajectory that... Yeah. It could have went in so many different ways, but you were excited, like, oh, what's the journey going to be for each individual... Even, like, I don't know if there's a term for it, like, the B-list characters of the show that aren't, like, the main, like, cast. Like, Charlotte's Children, all that. Like, everyone has something.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm literally wanting to cry thinking about it.
Well, I could cry, too, because I broke my own rule, because I've seen the other 2 seasons. I watched them. I didn't watch them live. I waited till all the episodes were out. And I think for me, it's an impatient thing. I can't watch it. Why waste that anticipation when you can just wait till the whole season's out and watch the whole thing? So I did watch season 1, then I watched season 2. And now we're in season 3 and it broke, so I'm pretty sure I won't break this. Would you rather
have them? I understand probably why they have to do it this way, but these shows on streaming networks specifically, would you rather have them release the whole season at once or drop them once a day like a normal TV show?
Whole season. Why have normal TV in 2025? If you recorded them, I feel like back then they recorded it and then they had to edit it, and they literally were doing it as they were going.
It took a long time. Yeah.
Now, you guys are like breadcrumbing us on purpose. Like, chill. Lucy's having a party back here. You guys can't hear, but like, Lucy is
the love of my life.
Yeah,
my daughter, Lucy.
In a couple years, we'll be like, "What's the name of Dom's dog?" Trivia question.
Trivia.
And if you know Lucy,
and we'll be so rich, we'll like give you a car.
Yes.
Well, maybe like a Honda, not a Maserati.
And just like that, season 3.
Do you like the name?
I like that she said that phrase in every single episode.
I don't know if I ever asked you that.
She never even said Sex and the City. She literally would say, and just like that, Big does this. And just like that,
because a lot of people...
And just like that, the Big Apple does whatever.
I feel like a lot of people hate the name of the show.
Every single episode. It's stupid in the acronym. Yeah. Like, I wrote notes in AJLT.
I know, I have to like think about it, yeah.
But honestly, it's just, you got to get used to it, because SATC for Sex and the City is stupid.
Yeah.
You just have to know what it is.
And I feel like I hear it more from people that are not like fans.
So
and I'm like, be quiet, you don't know.
I was surprised they were canceling it, because even my mom said, my mom is a theater lady, and she was like, oh my gosh, Chunk is in this show. I just saw on HBO, you should watch it. She was like, I think there's 3 seasons. Chunk is LTW's husband. Super C, maybe D character, not even a B character, but that's who my mom knows. She's like, oh, there's this show that he's in. Girl, that is not what the show is about.
funny that you just said that. I don't know if this is intentional, but like their son in the show. Remember the karaoke party?
Yes.
He's singing.
I just finished that.
Do you think they did that intentionally? Like, we're gonna make like one of them have a theater kid.
There's been like 3 singing things in this show. I'm like, are these the same writers as the movie?
I'm gonna give you a hint. There will be.
There's more singing?
There's gonna be 4.
His character's name was Chunk.
I don't know. I think he's so kind of hot. He's so hot.
His name was Chunk, and he was a law student who became a lawyer. And so when he sings at that restaurant, what the fuck was that? Why are you breaking into song? And the whole episode's about you being cool and you're gonna sing with your other 4 friends? No.
No.
And then you have the karaoke, but it was multiple karaoke, so that was kind of cringe. And it all took me back to Sex and the City, the movie, the second movie. Oh, God. And the scene I can never
I know
watch.
you're going with this, yeah. You really hate that
obsessed
scene.
With how bad it was.
Well, you say all the time, like, you can't even watch it. You have to skip over it.
How much money could someone pay you to sing that?
Well, apparently online, reportedly $20 million for Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm a woman, hear me roar.
Even
something,
worse.
Something.
Would you call all of them feminists? Because I think that's a very feminist song.
Yes. Knowing what I know now, all of them, yes. Charlotte, you could argue...
She's a repressed feminist.
Yes. But when you really look at her like whole trajectory on the show, by definition, by her talking points, yes.
Yeah. There's this movie I love to watch, and they're like, don't watch Sex and the City when you're depressed. All those women talk about is men, and every episode they're with men. And I'm like, even Charlotte, like they're begging someone different every episode, literally.
Yeah, but like the complexities of the emotional side, but that's true.
Maybe, okay, so... Did you like episodes 1 through 6 of Angus?
I did. My friends often give me a hard time with this. That I'm loyal to a fault, and I have I'm very loyal to Sex and the City.
You're loyal to a show?
Well, in terms of
to the character,
like I'm such a fan that I often wonder: do I let my fandom get in the way of like something that's? And I pride myself in if something's not good, it's not good. And I think that's true because seasons 1 and 2. There were a lot of things, and then I'm like, we could have not done that. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
But I love all of season 3. So I would say yes.
And again, you've watched it all. I've only seen...
Maybe that's also why I think that, too, because I know the whole arc of the season.
But also, you're a purist. I only started watching it after I knew it was canceled, because I wasn't going to turn it on until they were all out, because I don't like to wait.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it, and I think I was kind of waiting for that terrible thing to be like, that's why they're canceling it. And there were some moments, like the editing in the first couple episodes was giving Instagram Reel just swiping. It was just like, you're seeing this, and then it's this, and then it's this. And I'm like, why are you guys
Well, have you read that whole thing online about LTW's dad? Like, they killed him off twice.
Twice? Did he?
Well, when you go back, there's that, I think it was season 1, where she said that her dad's dead. Have you looked down this rabbit hole? No. And then he dies. But we see him.
He dies, and they have that obnoxious funeral, and
But before season 1, she mentions him that he's dead already.
Well, that was poor writing.
I know. So I have to go back to confirm.
Maybe they lost some of their budget for the people.
Well, how do you forget that?
That do that. It's like how you have a photography assistant. They would be someone who would do like a fact checking like that.
Well, I have to imagine.
And she's only had 3 seasons.
Well, that, and when we think about I'm almost positive it's a combination of new and seasoned Sex and the City.
That's bullshit, though.
So this is a professional. Like, you think of Darren Star, Michael Patrick King. This is not new. So it's like no one caught that.
Maybe AI. Maybe they were like fired some people, got AI to search.
I'm gonna say this before anyone ever yells at me. It is things that I've seen online. People put the clips in there. I would like to go and now I'm gonna rewatch.
I want to rewatch all of them.
I do too.
Rewatch all of them. Okay.
So I want to confirm in full clarity because they have not also talked about if that's true, but otherwise.
But the thing is, I don't know why people don't hire like super fans because we would know and we would be like when is it Mindy?
Because they would probably find us annoying.
When the lady pops up, when she bumps into Charlotte at the cancer clinic.
The old lady?
Who had the baby. Bitsy. And I'm just like, Bitsy.
Who's pregnant?
Bitsy. And I'm like, oh my God, it's her.
Bitsy Von Muffling.
And you're just like, oh my God. I remember that. And that's when she was with Burger. And she had that bob haircut at the wedding.
She married, his name was Bobby. That was Carrie's. Why could we get, what's his name? Neil?
Bobby's story. Well, he died, right? In the movie. He died in one of the movies.
He did?
When Charlotte was married or pregnant, I think they said that he had
He
passed.
died?
I don't think he was still with us. Because that was her excuse of
Nathan
them never
Lane.
bringing him back.
Nathan
Not in
Lane.
real life, his character.
No, but I did.
Yeah, I think that was what, because we always only see Bitsy.
Based upon that last factoid that is
bullshit,
throughout,
because she's older
they could
than
have
him.
brought him back because they forget. then they kill people. I don't know if you follow HBO's or Max, whatever it's called these days, their Instagram accounts and their TikToks.
Because I don't want spoilers.
They are doing, but they have. I feel like they keep dropping these fond farewell to Carrie Bradshaw and the character. Like, I'm like,
sick? You think someone's sick?
Oh God, I hope not. Because we can't go through that again with Stanford.
She's in Ohio, and I love Sarah Jessica.
It almost seems as if this would be the last time we'll ever see them.
But I heard that she's like fighting for it. Like she would put up her own money for it.
Maybe.
You think she's obsessed, and her husband and them are like, chill. We have had a great run.
I think it was the reporting that's done behind the scenes to what you're saying.
Okay.
Because obviously, when they announced that they're not coming back, it sounded like a collaborative, like, we have decided, and in my heart of hearts, I don't think it was that. I don't know what it would be.
It wasn't ratings.
It definitely wasn't. And people talk about it all the time. So whatever it is, the reports on Sarah Jessica Parker being really blindsided and upset about it. I have not heard Sarah Jessica Parker herself say this, but they're reporting that she has said things like, do you know how much money I've made them for how long, 20-something years that Carrie Bradshaw has been in the universe?
You just bought a Sex and the City shirt. We have the game. You have the first book. I have the spinoff book from the podcasters that made every outfit on Sex and the City. People are still obsessed. And
it resonates in so many ways to this day.
It does. And one of the things that was hard for me in this season, for one, I know that they're aging. I'm aging as well. But I'm just like, this one didn't feel as cohesive. It felt almost too realistic. Mm-hmm. But then I was thinking about it, and you mentioned it earlier. Do I like the phrase and just like that? Mm-hmm. In the show Sex and the City, she pretty much narrated every episode.
She
it was almost like she was telling a story that she was writing. Actually, she was. You saw her laptop in every episode. And then this show is kind of like, these are their actual lives. Yeah. And I don't know if I care for that aspect, or at least I don't in the first 6 episodes. Miranda, sloppy. LTW, fabulous. Her editor is hot. There's a lot there.
She herself is fabulous, the character.
LTW and Charlotte, obsessed with these kids, getting into... First of all, is college still relevant? You guys could pay for them to go anywhere.
I didn't quite get that whole thing. But maybe I was like, I don't know if it's my lack of, like, school. I'm like, I do know it's, like, hard to get in a lot of these schools, especially, like, Upper East Side moms and stuff. I understand that, but I'm like, I guess I feel like I missed something. Like they can't.
But then they never wrapped it up, because then they were like, they told me not to say I'm Asian. They told me not to say this, and then they were just
like, did they get into college or not?
Or did she stay with the other lady? Or
that's a good point.
But it also made me sad. So like, ooh, class system, because I was like, they have the privilege to care about this.
Maybe that's why they wrote that whole thing.
Probably. And I'm still thinking about the funeral. Because at the end of the funeral episode, I think it's episode 5, episode 6.
Of her dad dying?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And she's talking to that older lady. And I was like, is that her mom? Was she married, or were the parents divorced? Because she's putting that old lady in the car. Mm-hmm. And the lady is like, when someone's not there when they pass, it's because you weren't meant to be.
Her mother-in-law said that, right?
Mother-in-law.
Yeah. She doesn't have a good relationship with.
Is her mom dead? So we see her dad and the mother-in-law, but he wasn't out there with her. It was just the daughter. That was silly. Maybe they just got sloppy with this season.
But I'll tell you, out of all the seasons, season 3 is my favorite, because regardless, I feel like you sucked in character evolution that we didn't really see before. I feel like seasons 1 and 2 with certain characters, it was doing too much. I'm still a fan at the end of the day, so there's always going to be, unless they do something like egregious, there's going to be some level of me that's still going to be like, I still love it. Like, and I think that I think that's just in my DNA as a human being when I'm a true fan to something. Yeah. But I think this is the one season where I felt like it was, well, you said it was authentic, I felt like. In a way that, I don't want to say the others weren't, but it was like big dying, people are coming out, like people are, and those are real life issues. However, well, that's the big complaint a lot of people have.
It was less fireworks and more daily, what's your life?
It's like, wow, these are all monumental things happening back to back to back.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
No, I could see that. I feel like, even to my point of it rushing, I feel like each episode was like a weekly vlog. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just like, this is what's happening today.
What happened to Carrie doing podcasting?
Oh, did they have to like die with Che? They were like, bye Che, bye podcast.
I remember because, hold my feet to the fire because I acknowledge I need to rewatch it. Because that's what she started doing with Che and that one like character that was kind of funny.
And the producer, I thought she was going to hook up with.
That hot. She was so hot. That happened. I remember a scene where I think Carrie did her own podcast because she was by herself. And then I don't remember if they said, I don't remember she walked away on her own, like, I don't want to do this, or we just never went back to it. I can't remember.
So that makes me think of your favorite show lately, the Charlotte podcast. I wonder if she started that before, I
think after. I think.
So maybe that Carrie's whole character is a podcaster, and then Charlotte's like, I want a podcast. Podcasting is a legitimate profession and a legitimate media source. We are digital journalists.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put that on my resume. I'm going to say you told me.
You definitely are.
I'm a digital journalist.
But speaking of, she never finished podcasting. She doesn't write for like that whole first episode, and it feels so lonely.
Yet.
Okay. Yes. All right. So we've been overanalyzing. That's the whole point. How'd you feel about the whole thing? First, we talked about how did you like it, but how did you feel?
The episode or 1 through 6?
1 through 6.
How did I feel?
Because you watched it live before you even knew it wasn't coming
every
on
Thursday
anymore.
I would watch it. How did I feel? Well, I didn't love every episode. Like that one, that whole college admission, whatever that was.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a filler episode. I'm like, I don't love that.
But you're not a parent.
I'm not.
Did you hate that more or less or dislike than the funeral?
Oh, I hated it. I prefer watching the funeral.
Okay.
Well, because Jennifer Lewis was in that whole thing, and I love.
She was acting her ass off, but she's.
That's what I mean. That was fun. That had more humor and light to it. I'll tell you one thing. My criticism about that. It was sweet, and I understand it. That scene where she couldn't do her own like eulogy.
That part was real.
It was so real. However, I kind of wanted her to do it and cry.
Well,
I understood her emotion overwhelming her.
I think that was very authentic for them as a married couple because I wanted to speak at my dad's burial and there's no way I would have been able to.
Okay, well,
but I could see you saying no. I'm doing. I have to for him. I have so much to say, and then getting up there, and so him coming in was so compassionate, especially because the stuff he said was like snarky. Like, look how over the top this is, but that's how he was.
Yeah.
It kind of worked.
It's a good point.
So. The funeral versus the college admissions, but then what about the Virgin Mary?
Oh,
is she better than the funeral?
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna die on this hill. You're gonna notice a theme here. I'm a huge I love Rosie O'Donnell.
I saw her in that bar.
They did not do that character justice. I'm sorry.
Her hair, the cut,
the nun,
and then you find out she's a nun, and you're like,
and she just lost her virginity to Miranda.
Okay, so I love this. I love the complexity because you can be a nun and still have sexual feelings.
Yeah, love that. Yep. Sexual
and you can
discovery.
Still know that you're not attracted to men, even as a nun. But do nuns masturbate? Take it back to Sex in the City. Remember is it Samantha who asked? Are you allowed to masturbate?
Oh, she has cancer. In the waiting room. And then nun, she's like, I don't know. I have to ask or something.
No. Oh, my boyfriend.
She's like, oh no. She's like, I don't know, but thank you. She like thanked her. She's like, the first time
taking my mind off cancer.
That was a sweet moment.
I miss.
Well, so was she still an active nun? I can't remember.
Not if she's trolling in bars. Do nuns get free time?
Listen, those text messages.
Can you still be a nun in 2025?
Yeah, it's I think it looks different now. I don't think they all wear the same.
The habit.
I think now it might be a little more like Sister Act. That one, remember that the young nun that wears like normal clothes but has what is the thing they wear in their head?
The habit.
Yeah,
the habit.
I feel like it's more like that these days.
I was gonna say Handmaid's Tale. Maybe they don't. Maybe it just looks different.
I think it's a lot different. I never watched Handmaid's Tale.
Me neither.
I want to.
I think they just did a 4th season, so the book is bad.
Oh no!
By bad I mean like.
Well, I was gonna ask you about that. Because you're a proponent of reading books. We both love to read. We were talking about this. I have a thing about the books that I read are I love biographies.
You do nonfiction mostly.
And not exactly.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I didn't even think about that factor. But I have a hard time reading the book afterwards because I don't want to spoil what I visually have seen.
If you love it.
If I love it. Like Devil Wears Prada, which I do want to read that book. I feel like that might be a little different knowing the backstory, but I just thought about this. Caveat to my thought, I did read, when I was a kid, I did love the Harry Potter books.
I was about to ask you about Harry. I never read the books. I just started watching the movies.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing that I do want to read.
Movie 2 is those spiders. I had to stop.
That is cringy. I do, for Christmas, my mom bought me, my mom still buys me Christmas presents, the whole collection of all the Wicked books.
So I tried to read Wicked once the movie came out, like earlier this year.
Do you like Wicked?
I know 2 of the songs, but I don't really know it like that.
I love Wicked so much.
But we talked about music. So now I did grow up listening to the Rent soundtrack before I knew what it was about.
And I feel like that's an interesting, because this is a musical, so it's music and theater.
But my parents weren't music people that were just playing. Now Theo will be listening to the Phantom of the Opera in the car.
Oh, I love that.
Like, but he doesn't do classical. He's just the theater guy.
Yeah, so he loves the theater.
And then Maddie's listening to. But I'm also like, it's sunny on a Tuesday. Why are we listening to the Phantom of the Opera? But I was listening to Rent, and that's similar to how I got into Sex and the City, because I started watching season 5 of Sex and the City, because they're like, you might like this. I'm like, sure. Yeah.
Your entry into Sex and the City was season 5.
Before all, she's with Burger, and I'm like, oh, what's this about? What's that? Oh, what? So I always thought that, like, I don't know. I think I assumed Big was like a childhood friend she grew up with, and just always knew.
Hilarious.
I had no idea that they had like this whole thing. I just was like, I knew I didn't like Burger. You could tell off jump. I was like,
fuck Burger. Sorry, I like the actor, but Burger can go fuck off. So can Alexander or Alexander, whatever his stupid ass name is.
And then I was obsessed, like, because of season 5, that, like, clinched me with Miranda. Because I was like, because that's when she proposes to him. And I was just like, oh. She had the baby out of wedlock. I know. I grew up religious. But I was like, yes.
Yeah. Well, she almost had an abortion. Women's rights, right to choose. She didn't do it.
I don't even think that was in my season. I think that was the end of season 4.
I think it was in the season 4.
But yeah.
Talk about someone who was a
But I was like, oh, Miranda.
I love her humor. I love her, like, brash humor. I'm like, I'm such a Miranda.
But you know what? That's such an
But
interesting...
she's way smarter than me. And you're a lawyer by trade.
Yeah.
She's a lawyer.
Actually, maybe the actress, too. She ran for governor.
Of New York, yeah. I love... She's a big activist. I love Cynthia Nixon.
Was she on your show? The Charlotte Show podcast?
Yeah. When we tried to record this the first time, I think I mentioned that podcast, I don't know, 80 times.
Yeah.
Here, I'll try to make this my one disclaimer, though I know I'm not going to follow my own rule. If you love Sex and the City, you have to listen to Are You a Charlotte, Kristen Davis's podcast, because she's rewatching all the episodes, but in between she brings people. She had Cynthia Nixon on. I think that's like a 2 or 3 part. They talk so much. Sarah Jessica Parker, same thing. She has Darren Star, or she had Michael Patrick King. I don't know if she had Darren Star. Candace Bushnell. It is so good, but I learned so much behind the scenes stuff. So if you're like a nerd about the show, everything from like the pilot episode, when it was shot, how long it was till they went to series, the lighting, it is amazing. And I love you, Kristen Davis, if you ever want to come on this podcast.
Yes, we love you. I even love that one Hallmark movie you made, like Into the Wild or something. And you're watching and you're like, that's Charlotte. Look at Charlotte. She's like obsessed with this like.
But we were also talking about that, seeing these characters and like.
They're always going to be the Sex and the City characters.
I'll tell you, one that always sticks out is Kim Cattrall played Britney Spears.
Glamorous.
She was in Crossroads.
That too.
And she played
and that
Britney Spears'
horrible
mother.
It was in between. Was it in between?
2001.
She was so skinny then. Well, they were all skinny then. Charlotte has always kind of filled out her skinny. Carrie, like, think about Sex and the City episode 1. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think they've all aged beautifully. Yeah. But I'll tell you, when I look at Kristen Davis, I'm like, oh my God, you have not.
She's so graceful.
She still looks like Charlotte from season 1. I'm like, damn, girl. So? Well, she's obviously older, but like.
I think Carrie has aged the best. But Carrie. And
Cynthia Nixon doesn't have a single wrinkle really on her face.
She doesn't, but also I think they play with her hair well.
Side note, thank God she went back to red hair. I hated gray hair. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm actually not sorry, but.
So, we always talk about this and how like, oh, you can look so good with a certain hairstyle, but are you really going to wear it every day? I'm not, because I like to change things up. But.
So does Carrie Bradshaw.
See, like episode 5, episode 6, where Carrie's hair is long and she has those little bright streaks. I'm like, she looks so good.
I'm gonna tell you.
I hated the episode where she was with his kids in Virginia, but she looks the best when her hair is just down and it's not. Weird, yeah. She looked so good.
There is a scene gonna come up when you watch the other episodes, and I love. She's going to a party. Her hair, it's not crimped.
Is it the Ariana Grande?
No, I love that.
Yeah.
It is. Her hair is down, but it's almost like it must be like I don't know the hairstyling terms. I apologize. But it's not crimped. I think it's like it's big.
I love big hair, Carrie.
It is
big, like the model episode.
Kind of. But it's down. It's not like styled in terms of like having that like
is
bump.
Is it waved?
Ish. Yeah. It's like I say that this is the only thing that's coming to mind. It looks like she's electrocuted by the most fabulous way. Not standing up. It's down, but it's like huge.
I don't know what to say about that.
It's like
give me an episode.
I'm gonna tell you fashion. You want to? I'll pop a picture.
No, because no spoilers.
You won't spoil anything. I'm still going to show it to you. Don't give it away, Dominic. There's a whole story of what she's wearing.
Yeah.
Stunning outfit.
Well, I'm glad she gets back into clothes because in these episodes, when they go to Virginia and she takes one bag, Carrie go lightly is such bullshit. Carrie, that bag wouldn't have fit all of your shoes for 2 days. I don't like her with Aidan right now.
You know what? You asked me a question. How do I feel? How do I like it? Now that I'm going back, not that I hate it. Well, I don't like the story arc of Aidan and Carrie. Of this whole, like, I loved how it started at the end of season 2 when he has to go back to Virginia and, like, you're just going to wait indefinitely till he's just, like, ready. And you remember they had a rule, which that evolves, that rule. Like, she's not supposed to ever talk to him unless, like, he talks to her or something like that.
Because his life is supposed to be so busy and important. But
and I'm like,
I kind of thought that was respectful until we find out that the ex-wife is married. Not that he will ever step in to be Aidan, but it's not like they're toddlers either. And she literally has her hands full. I mean, like, okay, I'm a parent. You don't know everything just because you're a parent. If your kid has anger issues, get them help. Hiding Adderall. Honestly, I thought we were going to find out that the wife was snorting it or something because Aidan's face when he found out that she brought it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it's not as big as I thought.
No, it's so cute, but look, it is kind of crimped. She's so beautiful. She looks good in blue. She doesn't wear blue very often.
I love this whole outfit.
The episode where she's with Seema, I think it's when they're about to go to Virginia. She has that big ass hat. It looks like a hooded sweatshirt turned inside out.
Not to this episode yet, but you know what? Fuck everyone that says.
Is that a Christmas episode?
Thanksgiving. It's coming up everywhere. Sarah Jessica Parker, I'm sorry, is so fabulous. Look at how I love this outfit.
Google Sarah Jessica Parker crazy hat season 3. That big bouffant.
The one that everyone was talking about?
Probably, but I didn't watch it at the time.
That's this season.
because I don't watch
the strawberry hat. She tells a story about that hat too on Kristen Davis's podcast.
That hat is crazy. So okay, you don't care about her and Aidan. So
the rule thing, like that whole like, will you wait for me kind of thing?
Yeah.
And that is a.
Is he punishing her because she?
No.
He is.
Not for that reason.
Okay, so what do you think about the table? Why didn't she buy furniture because of this man that doesn't live in the state?
Man, I wish you watched the whole season.
Why does she have this giant house?
Much more. Okay, well, the house.
With the hottie in the basement. Samantha would have slept with him last season.
Well, someone else might have slept with him too. But I'm not going to say who.
Why do I want it to be Charlotte? I know, we love
Who
Harry.
do you think?
Does Harry pass and she gets with Duncan?
No.
But Carrie doesn't sleep
Carrie
with him?
sleeps with him.
Okay.
Like in the last episode.
I like that.
I'm going to point that they're not in a relationship, though.
I like that.
And they
even
won't
more.
be because he goes back to London.
So she's please sell that giant house. She's not a giant house person to me.
That house.
Maybe that's it. They're mature, and I'm like, no, be reckless. Early 20s that are having.
But she's
fun.
like 50 something or 60. Actually,
so
I don't know.
Still fabulous.
Well, the house definitely
50
has.
and fabulous.
I don't know if this was their intention.
Yeah.
The house does become a character. At least in season 3, it's its own character. It's
definitely a character.
It is definitely a character in season 3.
I missed her opening her laptop, and I was like, but we get these huge panning shot panel, like...
Okay, I will... And you know she's writing a book. You already mentioned that.
Yes.
I will tell you, she does return...
The Titanic edition book.
She does return to a window in that house to write in front of.
But it's not...
It's not on her... What's the street? We just talked about it.
East 73rd Street.
It's not that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that house. You know, I've walked past it.
That's a good segue.
Many a times.
We're gonna pull a card and do some trivia.
We have a whole game. But the house is definitely the character, and it doesn't. I'm gonna say it doesn't go away.
I prefer the house more than Aidan.
Me too. Fuck him.
Here's the thing. When you're in a relationship, you vibe off of the other person, which is why Carrie can be different with Berger and Big and
Berger.
Aidan the first time and Aidan the second time. And just like Big might have been different to his first wife. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Well,
his dynamic with Carrie is
They clearly have a toxic relationship, at least now, because of all the kids.
Carrie and this Aidan, he has some deep baggage. And then the son, it broke my heart because I'm just like, Aidan is mean.
Yeah.
Correction. Aidan is loud and Aidan is very aggressive. And if the son picks that up, you can't. They're looking for all these external things. And I'm like, well,
you know
he
what?
might be learning it from you.
Aidan, because there's a lot of conversation I've seen online that Aidan, who the hell is that combination?
Carrie and Aidan's son.
Aidan is kind of a villain. Granola Aidan, long-haired Aidan, furniture maker Aidan. Was sweet and kind, and then obviously we know Carrie cheated on him with Big,
and she changed who he was.
And he changed who he. After that short-haired, kind of cocky Aidan,
but she needed
was a
that.
dick.
But she needed someone to tell her no. Big told her no in a very stern way, and Aidan had to learn how to tell her no in a still I love you way.
I think it brings up a good point. What you kind of said, what you talking about his ex-wife. I feel like talk about overanalyzing something that I have no proof to really. I think it's a lot of anger issues.
I think so.
And because he was kind of a dick to her when they got back together, like. Do you remember the scene when he Big called and he's putting on the smoking patch and he slaps her back? You know, they had a whole conversation. I think it was
hated that.
Charlotte or
this fucking milk
Kristen.
Is spoiled.
Kristen Davis has a whole. She's like, we couldn't do that right now. I'm not saying it's abuse, but it
was domestic violence.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
She would have definitely had.
It wasn't like a. It was he kind of hit her back.
So wait,
or whatever.
Is he
arm.
In the show just because they had that rendezvous in the second movie? That was cute.
I did love that.
Not because we enjoyed cheating.
And they did kiss.
But that was cute. It was the flirting. But honestly, it was because Big had just hurt Carrie's feelings. Now that is one thing I like about this. Well, kinda. I was gonna say when Carrie
she was on board
she kind of addresses it. But now she doesn't actually because she hides. In the episode I just finished, she's writing the book. She decided to take her shoes off. Yeah. And Aidan broke the glass in the front of the house. And I'm just like, Aidan, we just saw it. You threw the pebble and then you threw a fucking rock.
Yeah.
We saw it. Yeah. I don't know how it shattered. What happened? Because you threw the next one harder.
Do you know anything that happens after that in terms of the glass, at least? I can't remember if that was...
No. I just know that then they have...
Well, there's more of an evolution to that.
She takes the shoes off and he's like, why don't you have your shoes on? And that honestly should have been a trigger to him. Like, she's not with you anymore.
Well, I can't say that.
You might be a whole episode of her saying I'm not taking my shoes off. We have a whole episode in Sex and the City.
You might be leading to something, but I will. Oh yes,
I hated that. That was one of my.
What actress was that? She's a famous
She is. She was a soap actress.
I know. I can't remember. I will tell you. I think
Milo pants stay on in the.
Go pee pee in the potty. That glass breaking scene. I think that is a pivotal. I won't say. But changes the relationship. You start to see. Well, you kind of just alluded to something that you might be onto something. That I feel like talk about a metaphor. He threw and broke the glass. There was a crack in the more than a crack.
Yeah, literally.
I would say also in the relationship. Well, I can say the relationship. Something starts to change dramatically. I think from that point on, and it further validates something that. Oh man!
But wait.
I almost want to say.
Without spoilers. Mm-hmm. Carrie is different.
Yeah. Yes.
Remember in the other episode? That. But Carrie has 3 mirrors around her. Typically, Samantha. Typically, Charlotte and Miranda and Samantha would be like, Carrie, you're not being you.
And now Seema is her friend.
But nobody is calling her on that. But she's calling people out. Like, when they go to lunch, she just kind of observes.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this maturity?
So,
is it menopause?
I will say this without giving anything away. Because you mentioned, I think you asked, a few minutes ago, does he hold? How did you say it? Because she cheated on him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, does he hold her?
I'll say this: that does come back around in a scene.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm watching them. Okay, Aidan and Homer, bullshit name. Natasha, what a bullshit name. And I'm like, where is Tate? That's the only kid we've met, and we're not seeing the.
We met all 3. We saw them all 3.
I don't remember seeing Tate until that one episode.
It was Tate's birthday. What's the one that
Tate is the one that she sees when she's dating Burger and she runs into
the baby.
Him at the furniture
and now we
store.
see him as a grown adult in that birthday.
I'm like, where is Tate?
I don't know, college.
I guess, but I'm like, who?
He's 20, I guess.
So this is the messy realism of her outside of working, because we never see Burger's side of the family. We never even see his girlfriend that he cheated on.
We don't know anyone's family besides Big's mom.
And now we're authentic.
You remember that? The church episode?
That doesn't count.
But aside from that, you don't ever, all her men, we don't know anything about their families or backgrounds.
So if Steve was still around.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not true.
What?
Granola Aidan, she didn't meet her parents. Remember, she said no, and then she did. We see them in that diner.
We see them in the window.
So I guess technically, but we don't know any of their families.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've seen Carrie meet a boyfriend's kids, parents.
It's the first time we've seen her not be liked immediately too.
Except for that one. Except for when she dated that guy with the video games and they got stoned on her patio. Remember?
The mom loved her. Yes.
Oh wait, and the writer Justin threw. Okay, I guess I take that back.
That mom loved her.
I love that mom. Also, how weird she talked about sex with her son, like
and
in a way
she
that
even hangs out with Giuseppe's mom. Carrie loves the older parents.
Oh my God, what's her name? Patti LuPone. That would talk about a great character.
Carrie loves like older people. She must be an old soul.
Well, but
you know what? Maybe she doesn't trust the girls anymore. She doesn't talk to them the same way. I'm thinking about the guacamole scene where Miranda wants to hit on her, and Carrie is just an observer now.
To be fair,
she would have been like, let me get her number. Remember the cafeteria for Sex and the City? Mm-hmm. This Carrie is like
she got braces.
I think Aidan's weighing her down.
I think Aidan's
for fucking phone sex.
Listen, that scene scarred me.
Okay, but wait. I don't have a pet. I've never had a pet. Mm-hmm. Do pets watch you when you try to have
Mine
sex? Does. I saw the little kid and she was just like, I can't do it. I can't.
No, well, that scene when she tries to call him, when she tries to, it was actually really, you know what? I will tell you, I'm very insecure in many ways. It's a self-esteem issues. Working on it.
We'll overanalyze it later.
Yeah, I'll get overanalyze my fucking life. That when she calls him back to try to, I don't want make up to him, and she's like,
I'm busy right
she's like
now.
touching her herself. And he says, I'm with my kids. And you see her go, okay, but she was, there was something in me that felt that. I'm like, I would probably jump off the building.
The part of me that felt was, and this is turning into an I Hate Aidan episode, but.
Him jerking off in his truck. Ugh. I hated that.
Heterosexual men are disgusting.
Yeah,
that was actually,
I would agree.
When he said, I didn't tell my kids you were coming.
Oh,
you always talk about everything the next day.
I'm telling you, I think I agree with
I wish she could have caught Samantha to be like, and you're still there? Oh my God. And then the next day, and she keeps playing to it. Well, I slept in these clothes. And you could tell she wasn't trying to make him guilty, but the one kid is like, I can give you some clothes. Aidan would have given her clothes.
I think that was the middle
of punishing her.
Yes, you're going to find that out.
Aidan is punishing her.
Again.
And his wife is unattractive. What the fuck? I still can't see Carrie being the mother of his kid. No, I'm sure they paint her that way. That it doesn't
frumpy?
help. Because she even looks younger than
remember, she had that boyfriend that was there too, and they did not like him either.
Husband.
Oh, husband, yeah.
So but there's a whole dynamic. Doesn't like him. But I did like that part where they're just like, we're outsiders.
Talk about that, because there's
Samantha would have been like, can you sleep with him? Anyone there you can fuck?
Well, she does. There's that one scene she does text Samantha.
Okay, so
about the writer.
I remember that, but it felt weird to me. It kind of felt like a betrayal because I feel like Seema and LTW to a sense, and definitely Anthony are filling in for Samantha. What's our favorite guy? I'm green with envy. Stanford.
Oh my God!
No one could ever replace Stanford, but I do feel like they're trying to replace Samantha with other characters.
You know, let's go backwards for just 10 seconds. How they kill. Rest in peace. I love Stanford, and I'm.
But he died in real life. They didn't have time to write out his story.
That story is very heartbreaking.
I know. Pause. Willie Garson.
Thank you. Stanford. Rest in peace. We love you. How they killed him off in the show, or not? Or I don't think killed.
Influencer.
What the hell? He's like a monk in like India or something.
No, but you got to remember when she first met him, and he was obsessed with that model who wanted to be a cop. Stanford fangirl.
He's on Are You a Charlotte podcast?
Is he still handsome?
In an older way, yeah.
I thought he was so cute. I just want to move back to Iowa and be a cop.
How weird. He's like laying in bed with Carrie.
But that's how I feel like Aidan's making her feel now. Like when I used to hang out with these guys, they thought I was just tutoring her. Like I feel like he's like humbling her.
I will tell you, I will confirm, it comes back around and not in a good way. Would I have a drink with them? Is that what
Any of them? Yep. Pick a character.
That is so tough.
I'm having a drink with Seema. She's so beautiful, and I feel like she would just.
I would get along.
That episode where she reads every guy, and she's just like, "Not you."
Well, her assistant's gay, so you know she. But they all love gays. But Carrie, I'm sorry.
Of course.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know how to dress to have a drink.
But you know what? You know, I think what Carrie has built as her character, whoever you want to put it to. But if we think about Carrie Bradshaw is not judgmental of anybody. I could show up in my Beyonce t-shirt and Lululemon shorts, and she would not care.
No, you got to qualify that. Carrie of what season, what movie?
Damn.
Because Carrie is judgmental.
To a point.
No, until she has that little row with Samantha where she's judging her.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I think, I guess my interpretation of Carrie, I don't think at the end of the day she's walking into places going, wow, I've never heard her judge someone's outfit in terms of demeaning them.
No, that's true. Because remember, even when she had that random, like, intern, when she was with Dr. Stanley Migo,
that girl,
she never judged what she looked like. She just judged that she was obsessed.
They should have brought her back.
We need to email Charlotte. Put her on there.
Oh my God, I didn't even do it.
You know who they brought back? The girl who denied Seema's loan.
Okay, you said that.
The one who denied Carrie's loan in the show.
So did you recognize her?
Yes.
You had to look it up.
I recognized her, and then I waited for the credits, and I saw her name, and I Googled it.
That makes me sad.
That's probably her biggest thing on IMDb.
I'm going to tell you what, and obviously when you finish the last 6 episodes, we can go back to this. When I think about whatever the reason is that it's canceled, all this kind of stuff, I'm going to look back, and maybe this is my conscious choice, as a huge Sex and the City fan, of all of that, including the movies, everything.
Even movie 2?
Even movie.
Even the singing
hot
scene.
Take. I like Sex and the City too. I did. I didn't love it, but I like it. It's a movie. I like watching. I don't like Sex and the City 1.
Can you watch the karaoke part?
I can.
I can watch Sex and the City 1 every day. The movie.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you, and I sing along with it.
I even like the extended version.
I am woman, hear me roar.
I loved it.
But I will say, when I look back and just like that, what I will say is, I think it was for the fans. Because we had so many of those moments, you're like, oh, that dress from season 2.
Oh my God.
That character just walked by. Like, you had so much of that.
This scarf is an homage.
But it is for the fans.
It is.
And that makes me really happy. Because if you geek out over Sex and the City, you had those moments. You're like, oh, I remember that. Like, I did the same thing when the movie came out.
I know.
And they did things like those little Easter eggs.
And the show, the movies, the spinoff have been with us for so long.
So long.
I've been married for 6 years, and my husband took me to see the first movie on one of our dates. He will not watch the show now. He's like, I did that because I had to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were new.
Did he like the movie at all?
No. I think he probably fell asleep. But I'm like, obsessed.
I went to the midnight screening the day it was released.
Obsessed.
And I remember the movie theater was packed, and we're sitting there,
and
you heard dun 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 dun, and everyone in the theater started screaming.
And they did not have one of the songs on there that I love the most. And I was like, why not? Because the person released it on their own album, and I was like,
Was that the Jennifer Hudson song?
Yes,
I love
the Love.
All Dressed Up in. Yeah, because you have to buy the album. You can't stream the album.
You can't.
And that makes it so.
Well, it's probably part of the rights they had back then. So here's my thing. The way that we are critiquing it now in 2025 will probably be different in 10 years.
Oh, 100%.
Just like people who watch Sex and the City live. Because maybe I need to watch it, and maybe I have to grieve that they're not 20-somethings. Well, I guess they were 30-somethings running through New York.
I agree. That's exactly.
But because when I first started watching it, I was in my 20s. I knew they weren't. And I was like, oh, that's it. But I don't see one person. Actually, that's not true.
I agree with that.
Seema had to start her own business.
She started
my own business.
Yeah. Oh, and you watch like even LTW, like creating this documentary, which I'm going to be honest with you.
I want to watch
Will it ever get made? I mean, distributed. Sorry. They're making it. Because kind of like...
Does she sleep with the editor?
No. Almost, but no. They have a moment.
They take clothes off or they just kiss?
They say this. They celebrate something. What do you want to know about it? Is it going to be that pivotal?
She like cheats on him for real.
No, so they don't get Michelle Obama. They might have the opportunity of Michelle Obama to narrate that documentary, and they screaming and they hug, and then she says, "We can't do this." It's like one of those. Yeah. And he goes, "You're married. We have to be friends," and that's how they end that. So which it leads to they could have.
I mean, well, of course, that's why she didn't even want to hire him.
So she was definitely attracted to him.
He was a great editor.
He was so sexy. Oh my God.
See, I was looking at it for different things. I was like, that's how people speak about me when I leave work. She was like, my Grace is, and I was like, oh, because some people you can't replace. Some people you can't replace.
Oh, true.
Like Samantha.
But you know what makes me wonder? What? And maybe we can review this after you watch 506. Because I'll be curious what you think. I wonder if there's room. Maybe this might be a slap in the face to our OG girls. Do you think they could do
another franchise?
But it's nothing to do with the old. It's LTW and like maybe it's something like that.
I wouldn't.
And it's like a new generation kind of thing. So it's not like
it would have to be about their kids.
And it's not called Sex in the City. It's called something. I don't know something. Do you think
we have those shows? We have Girlfriends, which is the 4 black women. We have. Wasn't Friends kind of like this? Yeah, well, was Friends before or after this?
Before. I think it started before.
We have the show Girls that was on HBO, but they were in college. There's so many things that have like taken from this.
You know, maybe this is, I'm holding on because I'm not ready to let it go. Because it does seem like you look at their social channels, and I mean like HBO and Max, whatever the fuck it's called. It seems like they keep reposting these emotional, like, Carrie throughout the year type posts. And it really feels like a fond farewell to.
But isn't Carrie like an executive producer? Is there any way they could drop the show without telling her?
I mean, I don't know.
So they can still be outraged even if they were surprised that they said they weren't continuing.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's
either.
network and then Sarah Jessica Parker, Michael Patrick King, Darren. I don't know like who falls where and what team in terms of like decision.
But the thing is, they're doing a fond farewell on Instagram, not in the show. Did the show end like this is the last episode we're writing?
I won't say what happens, but I'll say this: I hated and I'm not the only one. Mm-hmm. They should be shameful of how they end because
more shameful than LTW losing her husband twice,
yes,
or her dad twice.
Because I'm gonna tell you what it tells me, based upon no knowledge.
Yeah.
They was not supposed to end after this season.
What happened? Oh my gosh, we got to figure out, and then we'll overanalyze that.
It tells me it was not supposed to end.
For
episode 12, which is the last episode, clearly, in my opinion, not professional because I don't work in this industry, was clearly a season finale.
Not a series.
You're not putting any buttons on fucking.
Nothing's wrapped up.
Anything. Nothing's wrapped up.
Is Joy still around? Those ugly dogs.
Yeah. It's actually kind of nice. But I'm not telling you, they did Miranda wrong in the series finale.
I didn't like her trying to buy an apartment for this girl. It's like, well, honestly, you know what made me sad? But then I kind of was happy. They're still just girls that want to be in love. And so it's kind of sweet to see that they don't outgrow that no matter how old you are.
That clearly is where I would say the tone stayed consistent since what, 1996 or 1997. It is, they are just women who are always trying to find their inner strength, their inner selves, and be happy.
Even Anthony.
Yeah. And I will say, the only reason why I feel validated in that statement, it's because of how it did end and Carrie's point of view about being alone. That plays a whole pivotal role in the very last episode. And that theme, I will just say, I think it's really more, not so much about love. I think love is the second character, or maybe the fifth woman, if you want to say. I think it was all about their interrelationships with themselves and with each other. And I think the heart of it is friendship. I think that is the real theme of Sex and the City, as its legacy is its friendships.
They're each other's soulmates.
And that scene in Sex and the City when Charlotte says that when Carrie's depressed, she's like, how about we be each other's soulmates? Yeah. It makes me want to get emotional as a single adult in your mid-30s when you're questioning everything, just like they were back then.
You have somebody with you.
And I'm like, I could look at like I'm alone, but maybe my soulmates are my friends. And these guys that come in and out are just these great, And I'm like, you know what?
Aww.
Damn.
That'd be cute. I love it. All right, 2 more things. Does Anthony ever talk to Carrie like, hey, I know I was married to Stanford, but now I'm dating? Do we ever have that kind of?
No,
because I love that he has his guy now. Even though he's exploiting him in his package.
That not only gets deeper, but something happens with that.
Are you embarrassed when you see him dressed like that? I'm like, his bulge isn't even a bulge. It's a full imprint.
The only thing I want to know is if it's real.
I'm like, I don't.
I don't think it is.
It's so defined. I cannot imagine. It's definitely not a sock. So at least these pieces have gotten better than they used to be.
Or if anything, I'm like, are you big or not?
Because it's not a sock and a pants.
No.
I mean, he's big.
I love them together. They don't talk about. I was kind of hoping they do have a moment where I thought Carrie's going to bring it up because something happens between him and whatever his name is. I can't remember.
Rock calls him G. I just remember.
I almost said Gino, but that's such an Italian thing for me to say. Giuseppe, thank you. Something happens, and a positive thing for them.
Okay.
I thought that he was going to mention something about Stan. They don't.
But I remember. I think maybe the first season.
If the series continued, I bet it would. HBO.
Was it like the first season when Anthony's like, I've been wanting to get here. I can sit with you guys. Where he's like, because Stanford was one of the girls. And so
I loved that scene.
I did.
That was one of my favorite scenes. I think about just like that was him feeling like
I know.
I have a seat at the table.
Really? I keep forgetting that he is actually Charlotte's friend. I keep thinking he only came in because of Stanford.
Also, he's on Are You a Charlotte podcast with her.
I'm sure.
He's funny. I love Anthony Cantone. Or that's his name. Yes, it is. Mario Cantone.
Okay.
I took his fictional name and his real last name.
Give us a favorite guest from episodes 1 through
Like
6.
if they can bring back anybody. You know what I would have loved?
What?
I would have liked to see Jennifer Hudson do something. I know she's busy with her talk show.
But that's because they didn't wrap it up legit. They wrapped it up on some
because that would have been an easy thing to do. Like, what if she came into town for something? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it could have been short and sweet, and that's what I loved about it. Just like that. Like, these people that we brought back from years were just for, like, snapshots, but you're like...
like the bank loan lady and Bitsy! I love Bitsy.
I would say Jennifer Hudson would be probably one of my number ones. That's from the series. You know what? Controversial, maybe, and I hate him. I would love to see like an old beau, like a burger. Like a run-in on the street.
Yeah. What about we get Natasha?
We did. I loved that.
Who else would I like to see? A throwback from an old episode?
Yeah.
Maybe that shoe lady. The women's like the shoes. See what her kids are like now.
That's a good. You know what?
Was so obsessed with like my kids are my world.
There's so many.
What about the rock star lady who was trying to get naked while she was pregnant?
I love that. That's one of my favorite episodes. Oh, pregnant lady showing her tits.
I can't get this off.
You know what? You could have done so much.
I know.
I think you know what I think about is I also maybe not a character, human being. I just always look forward to like re-wearing outfits from the whole collective. Because I don't know if you all know this. Sarah Jessica Parker talks about this. Talk about someone ahead of her time and so fucking smart. She owns every piece of Carrie Bradshaw clothing from the series. She owns it. And it was in season 1 I think it was either after they shot the pilot or maybe before. She had a new lawyer recommended by Matthew Broderick, her husband. And they somehow got HBO and everybody to sign, not like years into the show, before it went to series, that she gets to keep every single piece of clothing from the show. And that's unheard of.
Because didn't you say that like they didn't even know that the show was going to keep going after the pilot?
They weren't, because it was like a year or longer that they shot the pilot till it went to series. That they were like, we don't, because they tried to do other things.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker was like, I don't think I want to do this. But she has an archive in a warehouse of that's why they're able to easily have little like things here and there.
One of the episodes, she wears that shirt where she's dating the guy that lives with his parents. Remember when she's scooting in heels? No, I think it's the cafeteria shirt. It's like green with flowers.
I love the newspaper, the Dior newspaper dress that she wore in the movie, the second movie. I'm like, I love that dress. And the tutu.
The thing is, like, you watch the show and you do watch it to experience it, but you mostly think about what you were feeling when you first saw it. Yes. You think about how you would be in that situation. Yes. And I'm going to miss that.
I don't know if it's a me thing, because I'm so emotional human being in general, but...
It's because you're overanalyzing.
And maybe because, you know, like, in certain parts of your life when you go through depression and stuff like that, you just, at least for me, I naturally, like, I self-reflect all the time. I do that when I even watch the series. I rewatch Sex and the City millions of times. I do that. I get emotional in certain things because certain things hit me in a different way at different stages of my life.
As you're older.
So it goes to show you it stands the test of time. Because I think its foundation is not just friendship, but I think relationships in general.
Yeah.
And that still holds.
So I think we might end up overanalyzing each character for each season. Because we didn't talk about Brady, who I liked in the first 6 episodes. I did not like
that storyline.
He was such a jerk.
That's going to go somewhere.
Charlotte grabbing condoms for the kid. And then now Lily's with this polyamorous guy.
Not anymore. That's a whole thing too.
And then when Charlotte turns to Anthony, she's like, this is parenting now. And I'm like, it's a lot. So we might end up overanalyzing every character for every season.
I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to answer it. I'll answer it when you watch it in the next, when we do this. When you after watch the next 6. Do you think LTW's husband wins the election for city comp controller?
I don't care.
He certainly does. I'll put it that way.
I could imagine him being a baby if he loses. Just like if she ever made more money than him, I can imagine.
Well, stay tuned. I won't tell you. I'll leave.
That misogyny is deeply grown in, and they're in their 60s.
I don't know if they are, because they have young kids. They seem younger than the other girls.
Could be. All right, are you done overanalyzing the first 6 episodes?
Never, but for now I can put a pause on it.
All right, so let's grab a Sex and the City card just for fun.
Okay.
I'll grab one
too.
What?
Who was Carrie with when she met the jazz musician?
Oh, Big.
Yes. I hated that guy too.
No, well, how?
She said something about, or Big said something about the way he smelled, and for some reason, why that resonated with me, the whole like weird relationship they had. Like they couldn't have a conversation.
I like that episode because I like her being friends with Big, but I didn't care anything about the artist.
But apparently, he ate her out really well. So,
well, he was like obsessed. I know he was like ADHD or something. All right, who walked in on Miranda having sex with Robert?
Oh, Steve.
Yeah, I was like,
and he hurt his nose. He put tampons in it.
These are kind of easy. All right.
Okay, I love this one. Who in Atlantic City? How much was the chip worth that Carrie was given?
Oh, I think it was 1,000. Because I feel like she's like $1,000.
Yes.
You know what you can do with this? All right. What did Carrie find when she snooped in her date's apartment?
Oh. The box. She's trying to open the box. Did she actually open it? I thought he walked in.
No, he had to open it.
So nothing, yeah. When she found the box. Is that the answer?
Yeah, this probably could have been, what did Miranda find when she snooped in
She's the one that found
apartment?
porn, the spanking porn.
This guy had the Boy Scout things.
Yeah,
it was really
stupid.
I liked him though, but he was another Aidan.
He was
boring. She would eat him alive.
Okay, how about this? This is a great one.
Yeah.
This resonates with me because I never forgot this. What is Carrie's secret single behavior? I love this.
Putting Vaseline on my hands and the gloves. Or no, that's Miranda. She's eating saltines with grape jelly while flipping through a Vogue magazine.
That's your answer?
Yes.
You're right. Yeah. But that was the whole conversation. Yes.
I think the gloves was
because there's that scene after you see Miranda do that. She's on the couch and she laughs.
I think I tried to Google that because she was like, "Put on Borghese gloves." This was so much fun, you guys. Thanks for overanalyzing.
What a dumb question to leave on.
Yeah.
What does Carrie do for a living? What a dumb question.
I know.
Well, this was fun.
Thanks for overanalyzing.
We're excited to do more. Right, listen.
With us.
We're here.
Yes.
I'm queer. You're not.
We'll be overanalyzing everything,
including our lives.
All right, y'all. Talk later. I don't remember, but all right.
Should we tell them why you just said that?
We'll mention it. What do we have to lose? So this is take 2 because we just recorded 40 minutes with a mute microphone. Check real quick. We're on.
Yeah,
we're on.
I'm gonna have so much anxiety about this.
The funny thing is, we spend all day talking and chatting about this stuff anyway. This is just take 2. So the brilliance will be even better than it was before. All right. Maddie just sees it when it pops up. She's like, "There's your boyfriend."
It makes me so
I know,
happy.
she loves you so much. I'm like, you met him twice. She's
makes
like,
me
is that
so
dumb?
happy. She's way smarter than me.
Well, listen to this.